Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the inner sanctum.
Phillips H. Lord production of Gangbusters. This episode from the CBS run was originally broadcast March 27th, 1948, and it explores the case of the Cumberland Safecracker.
Now, Gangbusters, presented in cooperation with police and federal law enforcement departments throughout the United States. The only national program that brings you authentic police case histories.
Gangbusters presents the case of the Cumberland Safecracker, who refused to give even his Confederates and the girl who loved him a square deal, but who found that an old-fashioned square dance was his own undoing.
Gangbusters has asked the Honorable Lynn Bomar, Commissioner of Safety, State of Tennessee, to narrate by proxy tonight's case. Commissioner Bomar, you were telling me before the program started that Ray Earnest was one of the most cautious criminals you ever ran into.
That's right, Les Griffith. And in his caution, he appeared to be quiet and pleasant-mannered. For instance, in a small Tennessee town one night about 2 years ago, an old-fashioned square dance was being held in the volunteer firehouse to raise money for new uniforms for the school band. Nearly every citizen was there, and not a few strangers dropped in for the fun. Everyone was in the spirit of the thing. Even the night marshal, who comprised the entire police force after 9 o'clock, was no exception. He had for a partner the prettiest girl on the floor.
You see? We could have a party here, too. Just as good a party as you've ever been to in Nashville.
Oh, right now, Marshal Riggs, I don't feel like I ever want to go back to Nashville.
Why should you? Did you ever have any more fun than you having right now?
No, Marshal, I didn't. I'm sure glad the school band needs new uniforms.
Oh, we just had to have an excuse for this shindig.
Oh,
they don't really need him. Yeah. How'd you like that?
Oh, fine, just fine.
You learn fast, Miss Laws. You'll have this square dancing down to a T before the night's over.
Folks, let me have your attention.
I wonder what old Mifflin got on his mind.
Now, quiet, please, folks. We up here who've been entertaining you get thirsty just like everybody else does. So we're going to take a little recess while we get back to the rear of the firehouse where refreshments is on sale. Now, in the meantime, you can do the other kind of dance. We're going to put on a fine dance record for you. Now, don't go away. We'll be back in 5 minutes for a good old Virginia reel.
Oh, it doesn't seem right to play swing music here, does it, Marshal?
No, it sure don't. Say, Miss Laws, you must be awful thirsty after all that workout.
Oh, well, I...
Suppose I go back and get you a Coke or sarsaparilla or something.
Well, I'd sure like one, but I hate to bother you, Marshal.
Bother? It's no bother. Now, don't go away. I'll be right back.
All right.
Nice work, Lois.
Ray, you finished?
Not yet. Give us a chance. I told you this would take us a long time.
Well, you better hurry. The Marshal has to start on another round in about half an hour.
All right, we'll be out by then. We'll be out in 20 minutes.
Does it look like a lot?
A lot for the post office. Keep this hick cop occupied. I've got to get back.
Ray.
What?
It's awful risky. Everybody in the state looking for you in the post office being right next door to the dance here.
I knew what it was. It'll be okay. Now, don't worry.
Be careful, Ray.
I'll be careful. You just keep that marshal busy. That's your job. I'll see you. Come on, Goldie. Let's get back to it.
Right. Oh, this tops some more, Ray. Knocking off the post office safe right under the nose of everybody in town.
Okay. You don't have to scream it to the rafters. Get the door.
Okay.
Well, you're not leaving us so early.
No, just going out for a breath of air. We'll be back.
Good. There's lots coming up yet.
Fine, we'll see you.
Go on, Goldie.
Guess Mitch ought to have the safe about ready to place the suit now, huh, Ray?
Well, he ought to. He's had plenty of time.
Oh, this should be a good one.
It will be. And I sure wish I could stick around to see that marshal's face when they open that post office tomorrow. He's square dancing himself right out of a job.
Good morning, Captain Jackson. One of your state highway patrolmen said you were here.
Yes, Riggs. We're taking over the investigation.
Well, I would have been here to see you sooner, Captain, but I was writing out my resignation to the mayor.
Well, don't be so hasty, Riggs. It wasn't your fault.
Well, it wasn't anybody else's. I'm getting paid to be marshal at night. I should be keeping a watch on the town instead of dancing the square dance.
You made your rounds when you were supposed to.
Yeah, I didn't stop him from breaking into the post office.
I spoke to Mayor Riggs. He understands the post office might have been burglarized even if there weren't a square dance at the firehouse. So just wait a couple of days with the resignation. Maybe we'll catch him.
And maybe we won't. Oh, I swear, Captain, I'll never again be taken in by a pretty face. How was I to know she was one of the gang?
Well, nobody could have known it. We think it was Ray Earnest again.
Huh?
He's pulled tricks like this all over the state. They've burglarized over 50 banks and post offices, so you're not the only victim.
Well, they sure are a slick bunch, Captain.
Well, this Ray Earnest is. The rest of them we don't know too much about.
Well, I'd sure like to get my hands on that fella. Just for 5 minutes, I'd like to get my hands on him.
So would we, but so far we're not very close to him. The best information we have says they make their headquarters in Nashville. Where in Nashville? Well, that's anybody's guess.
Captain, if I hold up on that resignation of mine, could I help out on the investigation?
Well, you're entitled to, Riggs. There's been a burglary in your jurisdiction. You've got a right to participate.
Well, I'm only a small-town marshal, Captain. I don't know too much, but I can work with you in the daytime and still do my job here in town at night.
Well, that's a lot of time to put in.
Well, I reckon I owe the time.
All right, Riggs. If you feel that way about it, I'll be glad to have your help. And I think we can find plenty for you to do.
All right, Mitch. Right up close to the tracks. As close as you can get.
Okay.
That's good. Lights out.
Ray, there's Goldie.
Yeah, I see him. Okay, Lois, get up front with Mitch. If you see anybody that looks like cops, start necking.
It don't have to be no order.
Doesn't it?
As far as I'm concerned, it's got to be an order.
Then it is. If I need you, I'll send Goldie back here. Come on, Lois, get in front.
Hey, Goldie.
Where you been, Ray? Little bit's getting nervous. He wants to pull out.
So he wants to pull out?
Yeah. That's the shack he lives in, Ray. Now, listen. This guy, Little Bit, knows what he's got. He's going to ask a lot of dough.
Well, he won't get a lot. Bum that lives in a shanty by the freight yards will settle for next to nothing.
Not this guy.
Go on, knock.
Yeah? What you want?
It's me again, Goldie. Open up.
Oh, yeah. Come in.
Boss, this is Little Bit.
How are you?
Make yourselves to home.
Get some light in here, will you?
I ain't got much oil left. I was saving it.
For what? Get that lantern lit.
Give me a match, Goldie.
For crying out loud, you're too tight to use matches?
I've run out.
Here's a match. Now light the lantern.
I don't see no good reason, but...
That's better.
You think so? I don't believe ever I had the pleasure.
No, you didn't. And what's more, you're not going to get it.
Come on, Little Bit. Show the boss the gimmick.
It's gonna cost you a pocketful.
Let's see it.
Okay. I got it here. I got it here under my cot.
It's a beaut, boss. Never thought we'd get our hands on one like it.
Okay, quiet.
Here she is. Complete. Regular, genuine, high-horsepower drill. With 6 diamond-tipped drill bits.
Yeah.
I like that, boss.
What are you asking, Little Bit?
Well, seeing as I got an idea for what you're going to use it, I don't guess 500 be too much.
500?
Never mind what we're going to use it for, Little Bit. And 500 is out of the question.
I know guys that'll pay it.
Come on, Little Bit. You swiped it out of the roundhouse. Get reasonable, will you?
Goldie.
Yeah?
Go out to the car. Tell Lois and Mitch to come in here.
Hey, now, looky here. I can't go showing this thing to everybody as hot as a jailhouse in July. Now, you want it or don't you?
Yeah, I want it. Go on, Goldie.
Okay, I'll get it.
A little bit. I'll give you $10. Cash.
Oh, now, nothing doing. This drill's worth thousands to you.
$10.
Oh, go on, get out of here. We can't do no business.
You'll take $10 and be glad you got it.
Turn me loose. Turn me loose.
If I wanted to, I'd pick up that drill and walk out of here and you wouldn't say a word to anybody. But I'm giving you a break.
Yeah, but $10 ain't nothing for my trouble. And that drill can cut through anything you want it to, like churn butter.
A little bit. I'm being generous.
Oh, now, I went to a lot of bother for that drill. Almost got myself catch getting it. Ain't everybody can swipe something like that out of a roundhouse.
Here they are, boys.
Lois, stand over there and be quiet. Goldie, Mitch, come here.
Hey, that's some drill.
You're darn right it is.
Okay. Here, a little bit. I'll be kind to you. Here's a fast 20 for you.
Oh, that ain't enough.
It's plenty. Goldie.
Yeah?
You think you can find a through freight south?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Little Bit's taking a vacation. Tie him up good and throw him in a boxcar.
Hey, now, I don't want no trouble.
Grab him.
Come on, you.
Let go, let go.
Get him out of here.
Hold him, Mitch. Come on. Come on.
If he gets fresh, slug him over the head and take back the 20.
Go on, now get out.
Close the door, Lois.
Yeah. Well, you certainly took care of him. The three of you.
Forget it. I don't own him around where he can answer questions if he's picked up.
What can he tell them?
If the cops know we got a drill like this, they've got an idea what we're after.
You mean you can cut through those burglar-proof safes with this thing?
You bet I can. And the first one's going to be the vault in that bank at College Grove. I've just been itching to get a look inside that box. And here's where that itch gets scratched.
And so, Les, while the police were desperately trying to get on his trail, the Tennessee safecracker Ray Earnest acquired a power drill with diamond-tipped bits and planned to expand his operations to even larger and stronger safes. But he didn't realize that the steel nerves of a safecracker are often more brittle than the vaults on which he works.
March 27th, 1948, Gangbusters on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, more of Gangbusters, the case of the Cumberland Safecracker, March 27th, 1948.
You were telling us, Commissioner Bomar, that the gang of burglars led by Ray Earnest was responsible for cracking the safes of more than 50 banks and post offices in small towns of Tennessee and bordering states.
That's right, Les. And the police were making a strenuous effort to track him down. But the investigation under Captain J.J. Jackson of the Tennessee State Highway Patrol was proceeding slowly because of the widespread character of the criminals' operations. In the meantime, Earnest had acquired a special power drill for the purpose of cracking heavy safes. Early one morning, he and two of his Confederates were inside a small bank in Middle Tennessee, hard at work on the safe.
Okay, that's enough. All right, set the cap in there. Okay. Mitch.
Yeah, Ray?
Come get this stuff out of the way. We're going to blow her.
Yep. Ain't too soon for me. We've been in here long enough.
All right, get the junk together. How's it going, Goldie?
It's about ready.
Yeah. No. Set that cap deeper. Deeper.
Look,
Let me handle it.
Okay.
Goldie, grab the rug.
Right.
Tools all clear?
Just about.
Okay, make it snappy.
Here you are, Ray. Here's the rug.
All right, come on. Put it over the front of the safe.
And don't rush me. I work cheap.
Okay, up with it. That's it. That ought to muffle her some. All right, get back there. I'll light the fuse.
Come on, Mitch. Behind the desk. Right with you.
Here goes.
Get down, Ray.
Yeah.
It's a fast fuse.
Don't I know it?
What at you?
Okay, it ain't over yet. Hold it. I'll hold it. Come on. Beautiful. Let's get busy. That noise could have been heard for a mile.
Yeah, right.
Mitch, signal Lois we'll be out in 5 minutes. And keep a lookout at that door. And if anybody gets nosy, let them have it.
Right.
Hello.
Yes, Captain.
Ray Earnest and his mob have just knocked over the bank at College Grove.
Was that so?
How about checking tourist cabins in your neighborhood for us?
Sure, Captain. I'll get right on it.
Wait a minute. When'd you get to bed?
What time is it now?
4 a.m.
Oh, about an hour ago, but don't worry about it, Captain. I'll get right on it. I'll be okay.
Dig. All night long we dig to get in the safe. Now we dig a hole in the ground.
Go on, Mitch. That ain't there deep enough.
Yeah, take the shovel. You try it a while.
Thanks.
Go on, dig. Ray sees you laying down on the job. He's liable to bury you in a hole.
That ain't so funny.
No. It ain't, is it?
You know, there was nearly 30 grand in that safe. Split 4 ways, it don't come to so much.
Yeah. I thought this was a screwy idea. Stop in the middle of getaway. Go over in the woods, he says. Dig a hole, bury the dough, bury the tools.
You know, he and Lois could be out there in the car figuring out just how they're going to do the whole thing. We get the hole dug, Ray shoots the both of us, and we drop in the grave we dug.
Yeah. What's this stall of his about the whale? There's nothing wrong with that whale. If you ask me, Ray just wanted a chance to work this out with Lois.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Look, Goldie, if he makes a move...
Why wait for him to make a move?
You mean?
Sure. I wouldn't mind getting rid of that rotten...
Watch it. Here he comes. Go ahead, dig.
Okay.
That's it. That's about got it.
How you boys doing?
Okay.
All right, that's deep enough.
You think so, Ray?
Plenty deep enough. Let's get busy. I want to be moving before it's light.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Look, Ray.
I don't want to hear any more about it. We bury the dough and the tools. When we need it, we come back. I'll get that stuff in there, Goldie.
Wait a minute, Ray.
Go on, get it in there.
Okay.
I looked over that steering wheel. It's okay now.
Is it?
I said it was. Look, I got an idea how to play this safe. The cops know me. They don't know either you or Lois too well.
So?
You take the car, ride back to Nashville. You won't be bothered.
And what about you?
I'll hitchhike. I'll get there the best I can.
That's awful generous of you, Ray.
It's playing it safe.
What's Lois think about it?
I didn't ask her. She's sleeping in the car. It's the best way for all of us. Now go on, finish burying that stuff, then I'll get started.
You mean started walking?
That's what I mean.
What goes, Ray? This is a screwy deal.
I told you I wanted to play it safe.
Yeah. Safe enough to come back by yourself and dig up the dough?
Oh. So that's what's on your mind.
What else would be on our mind?
You nuts. Now put the dough in there and get it covered up.
Not on your life, Ray. Something else goes in that hole.
Hey.
That's it. Don't move.
Oh, pulling a gun on me, huh? What kind of a double cross is this?
Same kind you were fixing to hand us.
Don't move, Ray. Don't move or you get it sooner than you expected.
Well, okay, if this is the way you want it. But you're nuts. How far do you think you'd get without me?
We'd get 30 grand worth of far.
Now, look. Be reasonable, will you?
I want him. Why'd you shoot him?
Why didn't you?
Because you had a gun, that's why. Go on, give it to him now.
Throw him over in a hole first. It'll be cleaner.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, look at him. A big boss. Got dirt in his face.
Come on, give it to him. Well, what are you waiting for?
Look.
Come on, shoot.
Mitch. What do we need a murder rap for?
He was gonna bury us.
I don't know. The idea he had wasn't bad.
Go on, will you?
We'll have to kill Lois, too, you know. She's nuts about him. She'll run to the first cop she sees. This way, we could just kiss her goodbye in Nashville and have the whole 30 grand to ourselves.
What about him?
I'll fix him so he's good for a couple hours here. We'll take a long trip. He'll never find us. Why look for trouble with a murder rap when this is just as good?
Okay, maybe you got something. Go on, get to work on him.
Give me that shovel.
Yeah, grab it.
I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Cross me, will you?
Okay, cut it out or you will kill him.
Come on, let's get moving.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get it.
We told you, Lois. Ray said the safest thing was for him to hitchhike and meet us in Nashville.
That's right.
There's something fishy about the whole deal.
What's fishy about it? We were digging a hole. He was fixing a wheel on a car. He comes to us and tells us the whole idea. We bury the dough. He goes off in the woods. That's all there is to it.
What'd you do to him?
What do we do to him? What are you talking about?
I mean, you guys are pulling a fast one.
Hey.
It's the law.
Come on, Goldie, drive.
Oh, brother.
Faster, will you? Faster.
They're catching up to us.
Watch that bridge up ahead.
I see it.
Bridge is pretty narrow.
I'll shoot at him when I get closer. Hey.
What's the matter?
Well, this wheel, I can't hold it.
Watch the bridge!
We're going over.
I can't hold it!
Gangbusters, the case of the Cumberland Safecracker, March 27th, 1948. The conclusion on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox follows these important messages from your favorite radio station. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Mike Lindell and MyPillow launching the MyPillow 2.0. Now, when Mike invented MyPillow, it had everything you could want in a pillow. Now, nearly 20 years later, he's discovered a new technology that makes MyPillow even better. Of course, the patented adjustable fill of the original MyPillow, but now with brand new fabric with a temperature-regulating thread, it's the softest, smoothest, and coolest pillow you'll ever own. Say goodbye to tossing and turning and flipping your pillow over in the middle of the night. And more great news on the MyPillow 2.0 buy one, get one free offer with my promo code Wyatt. MyPillow 2.0 is 100% made in the USA, 10-year warranty, 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio podcast square to receive the MyPillow 2.0 buy one, get one free offer. Use my promo code Wyatt or call 1-800-928-4715. Thanks for joining us here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And now, the conclusion of Gangbusters and the case of the Cumberland Safecracker, March 27th, 1948.
Hiya, stranger.
Hello?
The waitress tells me your car broke down out of town a ways.
Yeah, that's right. I had a little wreck.
Oh.
Not much damage, except I got quite a bump on the head and my clothes full of mud.
Well, I'm working with the State Highway Patrol. Can I be helpful?
No, I called the wrecker from Nashville. They're coming on after the car.
Are you going to Nashville?
Yeah, as soon as I finish my coffee.
Well, I'm going there myself this morning. I'll give you a lift.
I'm much obliged, but I guess I can manage.
Well, you might have a little trouble, mister. There's quite a bit of excitement around. The bank at College Grove was broken into last night. The roadblocks all over.
No kidding.
You won't have no trouble with me, though. They know who I am. They let me right through.
You know, I think I'll take you up on your offer, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I'm glad to have the company. Riggs is my name.
Yeah, mine's Brown. Bruce Brown.
Okay, Mr. Brown, as soon as you finish your coffee.
Yeah, I'll be right with you.
No, a car went over the bridge on the pike early this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, we think it had some of the burglars in it. They're still trying to fish it out.
Were they drowned?
Looks that way. They'll know for sure in a couple of hours.
Well, if it was the bank robbers, I guess they had it coming.
I guess they did.
Well, I'm all set.
Okay, then let's go. I'd like to make Nashville by noon.
It's okay with me. Sooner the better.
Yes, sir. We've been having quite a little trouble with them safecrackers. Busted into more than 50 safes. Most of them in small towns like mine.
Is that so?
Banks, post offices, warehouses, everything. But I reckon this is the end of them.
Well, if they drowned, it must be.
They even broke into the post office in my town. Same night we had the square dance at the firehouse. A lot of nerve those fellas had. Post office is right next door to where the dance was.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. We were having a great time in there. All the while they were breaking open the safe in the post office. No, I almost lost my job over it.
That's too bad.
The mayor says it wasn't my fault, though. And so did my friend, Captain Jackson, the State Highway Patrol.
Well, you were... Hey, what's that up ahead there?
Well, that's one of the roadblocks. We won't have no trouble, though.
I thought you said those criminals were drowned.
Well, we're not really sure yet. Can't take any chances.
I guess you're right.
I'll just slow down a little so they can see who I am.
Yeah, that'll be a good idea.
Howdy, Riggs. Hello there, Sergeant. Yeah, it's Sergeant Bailey, the State Highway Patrol.
Mm-hmm. Did you have to stop?
No, I didn't, but I'd just like to say hello to my friend, Captain Jackson.
Oh.
Just make yourself comfortable, Mr. Brown. I won't be a minute.
Oh, take your time.
Fine, Sergeant, fine. Captain Jackson.
Oh, hello, Riggs. Anything doing?
Captain, you want Ray Earnest?
What?
Sitting in my car.
What? You're joking.
No, that's him, all right. Picked him up in a restaurant.
Oh, come on. Okay, Ernest, don't move.
Hey.
Come on, get out of there.
Okay, I'm getting.
No gun on him, Captain.
She's lucky.
Well, I guess this is it, huh?
All except a few little details. You can tell us, for instance, why you tampered with the steering gear of your friend's car so they'd lose control.
You'll have a hard time proving that.
Maybe you wanted all that loot for yourself. That's how you figured to get it.
Maybe. But you couldn't prove that either.
We'll see.
Well, Ernest, this is as far as I go, but if you want to go to Nashville, the captain will take you the rest of the way.
You bet your life I will, Ernest. I want you in the strongest jail in the state.
So, Les, that was the end of the criminal activities of Ray Earnest and his gang. Earnest, the sole survivor of the gang, is now serving a long term in the federal penitentiary at Atlanta, after which he'll have to account for similar sentences in the states of Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana.
Well, thank you, Commissioner Bomar, and congratulations to all the officers, federal, state, and local, who participated in the investigation leading to the arrest and conviction of this troublesome criminal. Tonight's case was dramatized by Stanley Niss and directed by William Sweets, with John Larkin and Will Gear in leading roles. Les Griffiths speaking for Don Gardner. Gangbusters is a Phillips H. Lord production.
Gangbusters had a 20-year run on radio, beginning in January of 1936, ending in November of 1957. Of course, it started out as a program entitled G-Men, and had an association with the real FBI. Well, it seemed that J. Edgar Hoover did not like the raucous nature of the program and disassociated themselves with it. It would probably be part of the reason why later on Phillips H. Lord came up with his own fictionalized version of the FBI called Counter Spy. The show actually was quite good. And there was a spin-off from DC Comics. It ran for 67 issues between 1947 and 1958. Gangbusters on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. I hope that you have enjoyed these Lum and Abner shows half as much as I have, if not more, because quite frankly, they're a lot of fun. And especially when you consider that these shows dealing with the circus are going back over 80 years, almost 90 years. Today's episode of Lum and Abner, which, by the way, is provided by our friend Ted at RadioMemories.com, is from March 27th, 1935, and it looks like the circus may end up having to go on the road.
Ready to take you down to Pine Ridge for another visit with Lum and Abner, brought to you by the makers of Horlicks, the original malted milk. And now, let's see what's happening down in Pine Ridge. Here, Lum and Abner are forced to move their circus to a new location, as the attendance in Pine Ridge is so small that they're not making expenses. So they plan to open at the county seat the last of this week, if they can raise enough money to have the show move. As we look in on Pine Ridge today, we find Grandpappy Spears in charge of the Jot 'em Down store. Abner has just entered. Listen.
Oh, Lum ain't been down all morning, Abner. He don't stay around the store much no more, you know.
Yeah, well, I wished I could find him. I want to get that $3 from him.
$3?
Yeah, I bought a pair of spectacles from that feller selling them over at the circus grounds, and yesterday, Lum taking them away from me.
I'm going to make him pay you for 'em, huh?
Why, no, he's going to take 'em back to that feller and make him give me my money back. Claimed he was a fake.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, Abner, if Lum ain't right about it, too. That feller more than likely talked you into buying 'em when you never needed 'em.
Yeah, that's what Lum said. Said he's going to give me my money back, and then he's going to run him clean off in the circus ground.
Yeah, that's just what he ordered did, too.
Well, I hope I can get that $3. I hate to be out $6 on the deal.
$6?
Yeah.
I thought you said the glasses just cost you $3.
Well, they did.
Well, you're just out $3 then.
Why, no. The way the thing stands now, I'm out a pair of $3 spectacles, and then I'm out the $3 I give for 'em. That's $6 any way you look at it.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's see here. Don't sound just right for some reason or other.
Yeah, well, now, that's a bargain at that, Grandpap. The feller claimed that they was $5 spectacles. And if they are, I'm out $8.
Yeah, that's just the trouble dealing with a stranger that way, Abner. A body never knows what he's getting himself into.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he might have just told me that. They might have been $10 spectacles. And if they are, I'm out $13.
Well, I wouldn't look at the worst side of it, Abner. Might be they're just dollar spectacles to start with, and if they was, you ain't out but $4.
Well, I hope so. I hope you're right, Grandpap. For if them was $100 spectacles, I'm ruined, just plumb ruined. Dad blame that feller anyway.
Wait a minute, I believe that's Lum coming up out yonder now, Abner.
Yeah, good. I want to get this thing settled. I've just worried myself to pieces over it.
Well, Lum will have it all straightened out for you. You know, when he run that feller out of town, he got the money before he done it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lum was a good one to handle it for me.
Well, howdy, Lum.
Yeah, come in, Lum. You're just the feller I'm wanting to see.
Gentlemen.
Did you get my money back from that feller?
Did I do what?
For them spectacles that you taken back for me, did you make him give me my money back?
Oh, no, Abner. I went over there and had a talk with him. Here.
Huh?
Here, I brung 'em back for you.
Brung 'em back?
I don't believe you tried 'em long enough, Abner. You can't tell nothing about a pair of specs the first day you wear 'em. Your eyes has got to get used to 'em, sort of. Here, wear 'em a while. If they ain't just right then, you can go back and get your money back. There's plenty of time.
Yeah, but I thought he was a fake.
Well, I don't know where you got such ideas that in your head. You oughtn't ever accuse anybody of being a fake, Abner, unless you know what you're talking about.
No.
You've got to learn to trust folks. Have confidence in your feller man, in your neighbor.
Well, he ain't my neighbor, Lum. He don't even live here.
Well, now, you wear them specs for a few days, and if they don't work out right, you can always change them.
Yeah, but it's too late now, and him done left town.
When did he leave town?
Well, you said yesterday you was going to run him out of town.
Oh, well, yeah, but, I got to talking to him. That fella knows a heap more about fitting spectacles now than he did.
Well, I told you that he was a good octopus, and you wouldn't believe me.
Well, I told him we was proud to have a man like him in the community.
Yeah.
Is he going to locate here, Lum? No, he's traveling with the circus. I know he said yesterday he's going with them when they moved into the county seat.
Yeah, I heard him.
Uh-huh. I'd sort of like to have him look my old eyes over and see if I need a new set.
A new set of eyes?
No, a new set of glasses. I've been wearing these things for 20 years.
Well,
I'd sure go down there and talk to him, Grandpap. He does know spectacles. Yeah, I'll slip off down there directly and have him examine me.
Oh, he's a genius, that feller is. Yes, sir. He can just stand there and look at you, Grandpap, and just tell you what you're supposed to wear.
Well.
Of course, these I'm wearing ain't got set to my eyes good yet. Everything looks sort of blurry to me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just glad that you never swapped back with him, Lum. I think in time I can learn to see through these nearly as good as I could my old ones.
Oh, yeah. Well, what I come over for, I've got some prices here on what it's going to cost us to get that circus hauled into the county seat.
Well, I thought Squire Skimp was going to tend to that first.
Well, Abner, if you want anything did right, you've got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
That is, some of us. Squire don't know nothing about business. He just spends money promiscuous. He don't care nothing about what nothing costs. There ain't nothing out of his pocket, you know.
No.
Recollect, this is our money we're spending.
Well, I never meant nothing by it, Lum. I just said that I thought Squire was going to look after it first. That's all I said.
No, you see, I've got out here myself and got a lot of fellers bidding against one another on it. Get all their prices and then hire the cheapest one.
Uh-huh. Who's got the lowest price?
Well, I ain't done yet. I've got one more feller to see.
Yeah.
Just happened to think a while ago Walter Bates' sawmill shut down and might get that logging crew of his to move us in there.
Yeah.
Might could catch Walter at home today.
Yeah, might, sure.
No, Lum, you're more than likely to find Walter down about Moe's Moose Barber Shop. I seen his woman out planting the garden when I come by their place this morning. I know he wouldn't hang around the house and that going on.
No.
Yeah, if she's planting garden, he ain't home, that's a cinch. Yeah, I'll call up the barber shop. Let's see. What is Moses' ring?
2 shorts and a long.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if Walter sat down over there at the mill, why, he ought to be glad to get them mules to work in there, just standing up there in the lot eating their heads off.
Hello? Mose?
That's what I'd do. I'd get him out.
Is Walter Bates there?
Walter's fine.
Uh-huh. I'd love to talk to him a minute, please. Huh?
And these spectacles did a thing, Grandpap.
Well...
About 3 pair while he's in
all right. He said he was glad I called. Said Walt's been asleep there in a chair for over an hour.
Well, yeah, them loafers down there's a nuisance. Going to sleep in a chair that way. They get to sleep, and Mose can't wake 'em up. I had to let Mose shave me sitting in the shine chair Saturday. Uncle Henry Lunsford dropped off to sleep there in a barber chair, and Mose couldn't wake him up. Must be having the same trouble with Walt. Yeah.
No, yeah. Hello, Walt. This is Lum Eddard's talking.
I'm going to fit Elizabeth and Pearl up in a pair.
Yeah, I wanted to see you about doing a little hauling for us. Yeah, well, I figured long as your teams was laying off, not doing nothing, might could get you to haul that circus of ours into the county seat for us. Oh, I don't know, ought to be 12 or 15 good loads. Well, I've got some mighty good prices on it, but if you can beat 'em, the job's yours.
Why, sure, natural.
I wanted to get started right early in the morning, if good.
Yeah, I ought to get up awful early.
Yeah, Squire wants to parade the streets in there at the county seat before noon. Oh, ain't nothing to be feared of, Walt. They're all in cages. They can't hurt nobody. Well, just a flat price on the whole job. How much? All right, I grant you it's a deal then. If you'll come over there to the circus grounds this afternoon, I'll show you what all's got to be did.
Yeah.
All right, Walt. Not at all, not at all. Goodbye. Granny, that was a good idea, calling him $40 for moving a whole circus.
Yeah, I don't know. $40 is a lot of money, Lum.
Yeah, but look at these other prices I got here. Wait a minute. Let me slip my specs on.
Well, for the land's sake.
I never knowed you took to wearing glasses, Lum.
Why, no.
Oh, yeah. I had to get 'em. In fact, my eyes is in such bad shape, he said this morning, it's a wonder I never ruined my health.
Well, I do know. Here you was joshing me about buying a pair of 'em down there, and then you went and got yourself fitted.
Well, he said I ought to been wearing 'em about 20 years ago. That's what's caused my asthma, he said.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir, they're right becoming to you, Lum, I'll say that. Yeah, I thought so. Here's them figures.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. Let me get my spectacles off here so as I can see 'em.
Get 'em off?
Yeah.
Can't you see them letters? They're big as boxcars. I don't know how come me to write so big. These glasses must sort of magnify stuff, though.
Oh, yeah, I can see the figures now with my glasses on, but getting right down here close to it, getting right again the paper.
That's good. Better to use them if you can.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, here comes somebody.
Where? I don't see nobody. Who is it?
I don't know. I never seen him before. Must be some giant. Squires hard for their circus. Look at the size of that feller.
Well, I can't see nobody.
It's Cedric Weehunt's who it is. What's the matter with you fellers anyway?
Cedric?
Look out where you're going, Cedric. What are you trying to do, run over a feller? He ain't about to run over you, Lum. He's clean up the front of the store. Come in, Cedric.
Yeah, howdy, Cedric, wherever you are.
Howdy, fellers. I thought you was way off yet. Who are you?
Who are we? What's the matter with you?
Here, let me get these specs off. Looks like you're fixing to step right on me here.
Well, I still don't see him.
What's the matter with you, Cedric? What you feeling your way around that way for?
Oh, that feller down there at the circus ground sold me some new spectacles a while ago, and I can't see where I'm a-going.
Well, things are certainly looking different to our old friends in Pine Ridge now, whether they're any better or not. This is Carlton Brickert, speaking for Lum and Abner and Horlicks, who now bid you all good night and good health.
March March 27th, 1935, Lum and Abner on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. I feel that way a lot of the time, just with my regular glasses, you know. Mark down in Texas asked us about this. Lum and Abner was on KTHS in Hot Springs, Arkansas, moved to Little Rock. Did any of the network shows come from the Hot Springs, Arkansas studios? And we put this through some of our people about this. And Donnie Pitchford of the National Lum and Abner Society told us they were on KTHS Hot Springs for 6 weeks or so, strictly local, before winning a contract with Quaker Oats and NBC in Chicago. That was in 1931. Then on to Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, Cleveland, Chicago again, and finally Hollywood. Donnie Pitchford. And by the way, he does Lum and Abner comics. If you go to lumandabnercomics.com, you can find out a lot about that. That's lumandabnercomics.com. Gave me a moment because we had talked about that a while back. And I find it interesting that the show and the Good Old Boys show only was a show about rural Arkansas. Didn't come from rural Arkansas, but just the very few weeks that it started. All righty, we thank you for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Hope you will thank this station, support their advertisers. It's their kindness and courtesy that allow us to be with you each and every time we roll around here on your favorite radio station. Now, if you miss a day, you don't have to miss a single show. All of our shows are available on demand at classicradio.stream. 21 hours a week, classicradio.stream. You can stream our shows, learn about building a classic radio collection of your own. You can contact us there, find our social media links, and if you'd like to help support the show, you can buy me a coffee. That helps us acquire additional classic radio collections and maintain our distribution channels. That's classicradio.stream. Thank you so much for joining us, and please tell all your friends the greatest radio shows of all time are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.